everybody. So today's Monday, that means it's time for Movie Monday, and this week's topic is to pick 5 movies that have flashbacks in them. So I have 5 really good films here for you to take a look at. So the first movie we're going to talk about, the whole movie is one big flashback, and that is Citizen Kane. It starts out with the death of Charles Foster Kane, and the whole movie is flashbacks of his life. And they build on each other and build on each other, and you learn something new with each segment of his life and what happens. And the narrator, and you're trying to figure out the clue of what is Rosebud, why did it matter so much, and trying to figure out this person, and that is Citizen Kane, that is this enigma almost. And of course it's one of the most beautifully shot, executed films ever made. It's really remarkable. So Citizen Kane is my first. And another one that the whole movie basically is flashbacks is Titanic. You have Rose sharing her memories of her time on the Titanic with Jack, and everything that happens, and you definitely feel like there's a bit of sort of nostalgia throughout the course of the film, and it makes sense that it's this person telling this story the way that she kind of remembers it in very glowing sort of tones, as you would as an older person thinking back on these things. And I think it works. It's a movie that I didn't like when it first came out because it was just so overwhelming. It's kind of like La La Land in that way, but like 15 million times worse as far as just like oversaturation. When Titanic came out, I had a friend who saw it 18 times. And it's a long movie. It was just it was just massive. People can't even understand. There just hasn't been anything like that for so long. So anyway, yeah, it was huge, but I've grown to really appreciate it and really enjoy it. And I have a podcast that Richard and I did about Titanic. I'll put a link in the description section. You want to check that out. We talked all about it. It's one of his favorite movies, and we had a lot of fun. My next choice is also almost all a flashback. Is It's a Wonderful Life, one of my favorite movies. Of course, we watch it at Christmas, but I don't think it's necessarily exclusively a Christmas movie. But it's about this man realizing that his life has value and that it matters, and going through all the different people that he's helped over his life. And sure, it's definitely a little bit laid on thick, I get that, but I love Jimmy Stewart in it. I think it's really moving, and it just makes you think about your own life and the people that hopefully you've touched, and that there is more to when things get desperate, when things get sad, that there's always something there. There's something more to live for. Next up, I have Casablanca. And Casablanca has many flashbacks between Rick and Ilsa's relationship together. It's the thing that motivates the whole movie, because you see them together in Paris, and how happy they were and how in love they were, and just the chemistry, oh my gosh. And so what is she gonna do? Is she gonna try to have that back again? Is she gonna stay with the person that she's with? What is gonna happen? And that's what creates all the tension, everything in the story. And Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman are so amazing together and have such great chemistry. And so it's very, it leads you right, what's she gonna do, what's she gonna do, what's she gonna do? And then of course she makes her choice. And that wouldn't work if those flashbacks weren't as compelling as they are. This last one is one that you probably haven't heard of, but that I love. It's called I Remember Mama. And it's based on a book that I also love called From Mama's Bank Account by Catherine Forbes. And it's about her remembering her mother and growing up in the turn of the century as the daughter of a Norwegian immigrant. And it's just all these different sort of vignettes. And Irene Dunn is in this film, and she's just amazing and a wonderful mother. And the different things that happen in childhood, and it's pretty famous for a scene, a vignette where they try to chloroform this cat that has been really sick, and they're gonna. And it's just this really sad thing, but for some reason, the chloroform makes it revitalizes the cat and it lives, and so she gets credit for resurrecting the cat in the eyes of a child, and it's just so moving. It's such a lovely mother, and some people might think it's maudlin. I love it. I think it's funny. I think it's sweet, and I think that it'll just make you feel good. That's the kind of movies that I tend to like the best. So that's a really good little film. So we have, in this week's countdown, we have Citizen Kane, It's a Wonderful Life, Casablanca, Titanic, and I'll Remember Mama. So let me know what you think of these films, and put in the comments what are some of your favorite flashbacks in movies. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!